I mean, if that really is your baby, you want to maintain a relationship with the child as much as possible because those days are gone forever. These days you're missing out. That's it. Poof. And I know as someone who has multiple kids, it's like you care about that.
Mm-hmm.
So is there a way of reaching some sort of middle ground where it's like, okay, let's try to share custody in this type of way. How about, it's still a baby, so there's no school or whatever else. How about I take the baby for a few weeks back to Chicago with his grandmother?
She won't let me.
Nah,
she
none
won't
of that?
She won't let me take the baby up the street.
Okay.
Literally. Like, she won't take, anytime we have problems, like, she'll be like, oh, you can see him, but you got to watch him in my house. And now it's to the point that it's like, you be having niggas and shit in your house. I don't want to come over there. Like, I don't even put myself in a predicament to do nothing crazy to nobody. So it's like, she really, like, I don't have no rights. And she lets me know that I don't have no rights.
Well, I mean, you do. I mean, you do have rights if you file.
Exactly. But she keeps saying, take me to court. But for what? Why are we going to court? We have no reason to go to court. You have no reason to tell me that I can't take my son up the street, up the road. That's my kid. I should be able to take him across the country if I want
Right,
to.
but until paternity is, I mean, is your name on the birth certificate? Whose name's on?
I've never signed a birth certificate in my life.
Okay, so whose name is on the birth certificate?
I don't even know.
Does the baby have your last name?
No. The only kid.
This might not be your baby. I'm just going to say this. I'm going to put it out in the universe. I don't wish this on you because I'm sure that there's some sort of attraction and love for this baby, but I'm just saying this might not be your baby.
Man. That's my kid.
It might not be your baby. So listen, any woman who really knows, listen, I wasn't messing with anyone else during this time I got pregnant. He's the only one. I'm 100% sure. Go ahead. Take 5 DNA tests. I don't give a shit. Go ahead. Do it in front of me.
Mm-hmm.
Do it on the internet.
Yeah,
do it at your house.
She not denying me a test though.
She's not.
She's not denying a test at all.
Okay, so
I just never really asked someone. She just keeps telling me to take her to court and shit. I don't want to have to go through the extra shit when we don't have to go through it. Like you got me here telling you like, and I'm a nigga that be wanting a blood test, but he looks so much like my other kids.
It's not a blood test.
Like,
it's a swab.
A swab. Yeah, for sure. But
I'm saying you don't have to poke the baby. Like it's that simple.
But I just feel like that all that shit is unnecessary right now. If you had me doing what the fuck I was supposed to do as a dad, and I'm gonna be there without that, like, so I don't know. You might be right, Vlad. Might just have to go that route, and then it'll make sure I can get my rights and shit from there. But it's like. Also, it's a fucked up feeling because with a man with multiple kids and multiple baby mamas, it's like a kind of I don't give a fuck in there somewhere because I know that kid gonna get older and she gonna get tired and she's gonna eventually let me like no baby mama. I ain't really met no baby mamas that's just gonna be like fuck you forever and I'll let you see your kid forever. They gonna get tired and they gonna need a break or whatever. And like her village probably get a little shorter and they stop watching them and shit like that or whatever. She gonna get her mind right. So that's why I don't really be tripping on that shit.
Yeah, but hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. And we were talking about this before, like a bad baby mother is worse than any enemy you could possibly have.
Oh yeah, I feel like this the worst.
Yeah, because I remember this is one of the few things that I really felt like Suge Knight really nailed when he said it. He said, you have to be a lot more scared of your friends than your enemies. Your enemies can't go in your home. They can't borrow your car. You know, they don't have access to your family and, you know, your personal belongings and your children and so forth. Yeah. Friends have access to all that shit. And a baby mother, which is even a next level because you're connected through the child, they could do more damage than anyone from the outside because they're doing it from the inside. Mm-hmm. And they also know you can't really do anything because then you're the bad guy. Next thing you know, you get charges filed on you and you don't get to see your child at all for 5 years. And you know what I'm saying? Like it could really be a disaster and they know it. And I feel like the system is geared towards women when it comes to this type of
100%.
thing. Just is what it is.
That's why I'm glad that I had my phone in my hand, like, because like if anything would have went left and I didn't have that proof, I was going to jail. I was getting in trouble. So like even with the shit she said, like it would have just I had no like people going to believe what the woman say every time because we men and it's fucked up. Like it's like we're guilty until proven innocent. Like in all in all aspects of life. And they don't understand how hard that is on a man. Like especially when you trying to do right and you know you're not doing wrong by certain people and they just doing shit to just, I don't know, be spiteful. Like, no. And I gotta protect myself. Like, I've been dealing with years and years of this shit. You see it firsthand. I've been dealing with, like, women, when I don't want to deal with them or I'm done or anything like that, they attack me internet wise and say whatever they want and people gonna believe it.